Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Pen and Pops. I am Pen.
I am Pops.
What is going down, y'all? It is episode 58 entitled We Love You, Bubbaville. It's actually a celebration episode.
Yeah.
We are giving a shout out. Our brother Steven passed away 1 year ago today. That was part of the reason for us deciding to record today versus yesterday, along with the Pacers playing their first preseason game. We want to be able to cover that, but we thought there was no better way to celebrate our brother's life today than to get together and discuss something that he loved more than anything, which is sports. Healing is far from linear, as you all know, and it never stops being weird as we describe our brother in the past tense.
Yeah.
We're thinking of our nephew Gavin, our niece Kirsten, our mom Tej, and the rest of our family today. This episode is clearly dedicated to the memory of our brother. We hope we continue to make you proud as we strive to do our absolute best every single day. Rest up, Bubbaville, and we love you so much, bro. It is October 9th, 2024. The show drops Friday at 10 a.m. everywhere you podcast. What's going on, bro? How you feel today, man?
It's been a weird day.
It's been a weird day.
I was gonna go play golf today. Normally I do that for Steven's birthday / when he passed. I wouldn't feel well. It's also the change of season right now, and it's way too.
We gonna pause.
Hold that thought.
Hold that thought.
Got jokes, huh, Steven? You got jokes? Is that what we doing today? That's what we doing today.
Nigga tipped over the camera.
That's what we're doing.
You might want to slide that a little bit off the thing, so it's.
That was rude, man. That's what we're doing today.
That was a dick move.
That was a dick move, man. Now it's not even like I can't even get it no more. What an asshole.
You need to pause it.
No, this is us.
This is alright. This is us. This is what we does.
This is us. Intermission.
Hit or missing.
Hit or missing.
Hit or missing. I'm gonna crack my Truly.
I ain't gonna be all crooked again now.
I shouldn't have had that cough drop before I popped that Truly.
Yeah, it probably makes it taste a little strange.
That was weird. That was completely freaking weird. All right. You feel better over there?
I don't know.
Okay, well.
I don't know. What happens.
We'll figure it out in the edit. Anyway, you were going to play golf today.
I was going to play golf today. It's too cold in the mornings. I'm an early morning golfer.
Fair.
So 45, a little too chilly for me, and I didn't want to do it at 11:30.
Fair.
And then be out there for an hour and a half to 2 hours to play 9.
Are you going to always take October 9th off? Is that like a thing for you now for the time?
October 9th and February 8th are going to be my two.
April 8th.
April. That's what I meant.
It's okay. I know what you meant.
April 8th will be my two.
Yeah.
My two other holidays. Yes.
That's very, very fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair. I'm all right. It has been a weird day. With all the shit going down in Florida and being sick as hell for the last week, I was deathly ill Friday through yesterday. So to be up on my feet and shooting feels good. I took a nap again today. But yeah, man, it's October 9th. It's just gonna be weird until it's not weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a very, very weird day for me. Very weird day.
Yeah.
Show me some Mary, bro. What's on deck?
We're gonna talk about MLB playoffs, which should be interesting. NBA, first look at the upcoming season. NFL.
This is a disaster.
Yeah. Between injuries, officiating, and play on the field, we'll see what happens.
This is bad.
MLS, we got playoff bound. We'll mention that pretty briefly. Oh, yeah. I mean, playoffs haven't even started.
Okay, good. Well, at least there's
we got 2 more games of the regular season.
Cool.
Athletes in action. Keeps on happening.
Every time. How do we have people to talk about every 2 weeks? How is there at least 4 to 5 niggas who are acting absolutely atrocious?
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly, quick hitters. The NFL's been boring as shit to me. Straight boring. We'll dive into that more. But I got to say, bro, Jaden Daniels is probably the surprise of the season so far.
Yeah.
The Commanders are 4-1. Jaden Daniels, rookie, is playing very well. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1,134 yards passing, QBR rating of 73.2, which is 3rd in the NFL. He also has 300 rushing yards and 4 TDs. His stats aren't really like the most impressive thing to me. It's just the way he's controlling and commanding the offense. He has free reigns with Cliff Kingsbury, and they are absolutely freaking rolling, bro.
It gives me that excitement, or probably Commanders fans, the same with RG3 coming out his rookie year. This is probably the first time they've been excited for their season since then.
Snarf.
And yeah, I think it's great. I don't like that they're still called the Commanders, but that's just on me.
Yeah, what do we know? He also knows his lineage. Him and Doug Williams are super tight, and if you don't know, Doug Williams is the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl with the Washington Redskins at the time. So big ups to you, Jaden. Keep balling out. The bad. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley WWE match. Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry. That's Rhea a lot of places. Rhea Ripley. 3.35 out of 10 on the cage match rating, which is really not that good. And you actually tweeted about this having absolutely nothing to do with the young ladies themselves. What the fuck happened, Pops?
It was so I did watch Bad Blood over the weekend.
We're talking about WWE out here right now.
Correct.
That's right. Let's go.
I did watch Bad Blood. Overall, decent pay-per-view. Cage matches started off with CM Punk, which was great to that was kind of the trilogy I always forget the name of the guy he goes, which is why I haven't said it. Scottish dude, everyone knows who he is, and I'm not good with names, we all know this, in season 4
for sure.
But yeah, that was fine. It was where we have seen the writing be very, very good since Triple H took over. This was the most predictable happening with, like, you knew, like, they had the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, now that's with Liv, hanging in a cage above the ring. And so I was like, right away, I'm like, oh, Rhea, he's going to try to escape. Rhea will get distracted, and then she'll lose the match. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things. And I'm like, it just was executed poorly. And they had girl come out to basically join the Judgment Day, where Rhea got kicked out of. Yes, again, I'm a wrestling nerd.
Yes, you are.
And even that was botched because they weren't supposed to ring the bell when she interfered with the match. Liv Morgan was actually supposed to pin her, so it looked weird because the ref rang the bell, and she still, like, gave a finishing move to Rhea Ripley and covered her with Liv after the thing was. So you're like, why is she still doing that?
Still doing that? Yeah,
yeah. It was I
didn't even see it, but I can imagine how stupid that looked.
It just felt awkward. It was one of those awkward things. And I was like, oh man. So like, that was botched, because we've seen Rhea in such great matches with Charlotte Flair to win the women's championship before she got injured.
Is that a Ric Flair thing?
That is Ric Flair's daughter. That is in WWE. Correct.
That's what's up. That's
so Charlotte Flair, like that, and hopefully she comes back soon, because she's coming back from her ACL tear after that match. But yeah, so like it was just it was an okay. And then you had the Bloodline. You had Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Sikoa and Fatu. That was a pretty good match, and The Rock did come back to continue that little storyline, so he'll be involved for the rest of the year going into WrestleMania next year. So Royal Rumble in Indiana is going to be fire.
That's what's up. The ugly. He's just not ready talk. And I am speaking on Bronny James. He is being scrutinized in a major way, brother. Just had 13 minutes and 0 points the other night in his first preseason game. He's almost everywhere you look. The powers that be claim he doesn't have a chance in the NBA. They say that he doesn't belong, and if his name wasn't the same one as one of the greatest ever, he wouldn't be there. They say there's G League players who are not getting a chance, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
They are NBA execs are talking. Coaches have spoken off record. How much is too much for a kid who's just trying to hoop? Is it too much pressure?
It's a lot of pressure. It's an interesting situation, and what you hope for anybody in a situation like that is you use it for fuel and you use it the right way, right?
Would it be better if you didn't play for the Lakers?
Yeah, we wouldn't be talking about it as much. But when you have the storylines of the first father-son duo to ever play on the court, when you add in that type of shit,
it's a lot.
Then it's more.
What is his ceiling?
Like a player comparison?
Yeah, what's his ceiling? Give me a name.
Cinderella.
Name that movie, bitches.
That was great. I don't even know.
Like who?
I don't even know.
Right? 6'4".
Because like right now, the only person that I have in my head, and this is
Wade. You gonna say
no?
Okay.
Gosh, no.
Okay.
I have in the NBA right now that we hate from Duke, Grayson Allen. Okay. Can play a little both ways, can hit a three, but again, Bronny needs to develop the three even more because Grayson actually was one of the best 3-point shooters. He can start.
He is the best 3-point shooter,
right? So sure. But that type of player where it's like he's never like.
How tall is Malik Monk?
6'3".
That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking.
And he might even be taller than that. He might be 6'5".
That's Malik what I'm thinking. Can you get a Malik Monk kind of game?
Can you get it? Maybe.
Can you develop
but he's 6'3".
Can you develop a Malik Monk type game?
Malik Monk is 6'3". I was right.
Okay, so they're the same height, kind of. Bronny's a little bit stockier build. Can you get your Malik Monk on? Play defense.
He's a great sixth man for Sacramento.
You feel me?
He was up for sixth man of the year. So
because his brother is going to be the dog of all dogs.
Correct. Bryce James is going to actually be a player.
So you're basically saying Bronny James might be the third ball brother that is not gonna make it. Larangelo, whatever that dude's name is.
Now he was horrible. I will say, Bronny to me has more skills
than Lamangelo, than Lemon Jello Ball.
Leangelo Ball.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter because you're not playing.
You're not playing. You're definitely the forgotten brother.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Your daddy's so mad at you.
I
had plans.
Yeah. Shout outs. Our mom and stepdad are in Florida. We have other friends and family in Florida where we're thinking about every single one of you. I actually spoke with Joey today, Joey Jones. He's hunkered down with his family. We just want to take a second to let everyone we know in Florida and those who don't live there but have people who live there, we're thinking of you as well. Mm-hmm. It's not always just stressful on the people who are going through it, as we know ourselves. We got mom and all them down there. We're constantly thinking about them. So the people who have family in Florida as well, we're thinking of y'all. Stay safe, people. Take care of each other. We got mad love for all of you down there dealing with Hurricane Milton. Hug each other, love each other, be a good freaking neighbor. For sure. Quick break. We'll be right back. 317 Sports Project in a quick second, y'all.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project. We are presented by Pinnacle Professional Coaching, one of our couple sponsors there. Are you feeling stuck? Are you at a fork in a road and you just cannot pick a direction? Reach out to Pinnacle Pro Coaching. We specialize in transitions, mindfulness, and self-love. Schedule a 45-minute consultation and start to unlock your full potential today.
Do that. We are going to go to our next segment. What's going on over there? Actually, we're gonna take a quick second to see what's
first
going on
and
over
third,
this fucking
2
baseball
outs.
game. This game
Schwarber,
could be over.
this is his.
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Mr. 0 for 3, 2 for 17 on the... Jesus, Lord have
And
mercy.
that leads us right into Around the World. We're going to start with Corner Shot MLB.
Take it away, B.
Our squads are in trouble.
Our squads are shitty titty in the playoffs, dog. It's so hard to cheer for a team
It's
all
tough.
season long and then get to the playoffs and watch them lose in the first round.
This sucks.
Ugh.
Kind of
This
want to watch
hurts.
this first pitch, see what happens.
This hurts so
We'll
bad.
give you right with y'all. Hold on.
We're watching my Phillies, y'all.
Oof. Okay.
Schwarber.
Padres Dodgers. We'll start talking about them first.
Yeah,
Game
please
1.
do.
After an early attack by the Padres, Dodgers rallied to take Game 1 7-5. Ohtani hit homers in the playoff debut, knocking in 3 runs. Padres hot bats included Tatis Jr. going 2 for 4. Manny Machado with 2-run home run in the first inning.
That nigga scared to swing.
Game 2, Padres pounced early and did not stop. After Profar stole a home run from Mookie Betts, the momentum never slowed, taking the game 10-2.
Oof.
Every bat was hot by the Padres. They hit 6 home runs and a blowout win. It was actually really hard to watch. Very, very hard to watch. Actually, I turned it off.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Game 3 just happened last
my
night.
God.
6-run, second inning blows the game wide open. LA couldn't respond. San Diego won 6-5. Put up 4 in the third inning and got in with 1 run, but at that point it was a stalemate. So. Tigers Guardians. This has actually been a fun series to watch. Guardians slowed Game 1, or slowed a very hot Detroit team, winning Game 1 7-0. A bullpen game for the Guardians after BB was taken out in the 4th inning. They only allowed 4 hits. Game 2, it was Guardians bullpen versus Detroit pitcher, not picker. That's weird. Skubal.
Fuck you, Schwarber.
Did he strike out?
Struck the fuck out.
That's game.
That's it.
He gonna cry in the car.
He better cry in the car.
Game 2, Skubal lasted 7 innings, allowing
Why
3
wait
hits
till you get to car?
and
Cry now.
Cry now. In 8 Ks. He did enough. He did enough to not let the Guardians get out ahead of like the previous game. 0-0 going into the last inning when Detroit hit a 3-run home run to take the lead. I hate that for pitchers when you've like had the
Balled
best
the fuck out.
7 innings.
No
hey
doubt.
boys, I got
No
you.
doubt.
Then your closer allows a 3-run home
Thank
run
you.
to win. Like, come on now.
I hate your face.
Yeah, I'd punch you right in the balls.
No doubt. We'd have a talk.
What?
We'd have a talk.
Yeah.
We'd have a definite talk.
And Mets and Phillies, and we can kind of talk about this.
It's
live.
over. It's 3-1. We don't even need to go over all the bullshit. We should have fucking got swept,
Honestly,
if you want
yeah.
to be honest. We should have got swept.
Schwarber sucked.
We had no business
He
winning
ended up
game
because he
2.
went 0-3 tonight, right?
0-4.
0-4. So he
0 for
went 2 and 16.
He batted 2 for 16. He has not had a hit in 14 at bats. Our leadoff batter.
That's bad. That's really bad.
That's batter, is what that is. That's leadoff batter.
That is leadoff batter.
That is leadoff batter.
Phillies.
So we basically had a gentleman's sweep. We snuck one in there and won 7-6 or 6-5
And had
the
to
other
kinda,
day.
like, struggle
but
to
we
get that
really
one.
did
Like-
not. We should have got swept.
Yeah.
Like, fucking out of here.
So
Royals
Mets
and
move
Yankees.
on. Yep. Royals in game 1. Alex Verdugo hit a tie-breaking single in the 7th inning in game 1. Saved at least 1 run with a sliding catch along the left field line, helping the Yankees take game 1 6-5. Starting pitching only lasted 4 or 5 innings as the bull pen tried to keep each score within striking distance. Soto and Verdugo were the most consistent bats for the Yankees as they counted for 5 of their 9 hits. Game 2, older reliable Salvador Perez. He's been in the league forever. Homered leading
Still
off the
talking
4th
baseball,
inning
huh?
to spark 4-run rally against Carlos Rendon. Royals take game 2 4-2.
To the wing.
NBA.
Turn this bullshit off.
Yeah, you can turn that off now.
You want the Dodgers joint on?
They don't start until 9:08,
Okay, cool.
so we got time.
All right.
NBA teams to keep an eye on. East. I have the New York Knicks. Had the splashiest offseason, I'd say, of any team, right?
Yeah, I guess I don't disconcur with that statement.
Right?
Yeah.
Biggest splash offseason trading for Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns. They gave up Julius Randle and DiVincenzo for Cat.
They're gonna miss DiVincenzo.
Yes, they are. Rumors are that Dante was not as excited for the Mikal Bridges in the whole Villanova
That's true. Okay, that makes
acquisition
sense.
because he was going to
Take
lose
some of his tick.
playing
Yeah,
time.
he's gonna lose some tick.
This trade remains to be seen for me as I'm not sold with Cat with with their addition. I thought Knicks were more dangerous with all of the athletic guards. And
Fair. You think they'll lose something?
I think they lose a little bit of that up and down. Like, Cat's a great player. Like, they're going to be very good in the regular season.
Will him and Obi get in the way of each other?
That's a lot. Like, think of not only that, Mikal Bridges, Obi, Cat, all of them on the floor together, and then what happened to your depth?
Who's their
six?
Who's their 3 guard?
That's Obi. Or no.
These are 4.
Because they lost Hartenstein as well.
Yeah.
He went to Oklahoma City.
Who's their 3 guard?
Like,
to be determined?
No, so you got a lineup of Josh Hart. You got Brunson, Josh Hart.
Oh, that's who the 2 guard is.
So your 5.
Wow.
Your 5 is fine.
Okay.
So you got to be great with your rotations to go who stays on the floor with the rest of the people get theirs.
For sure.
So like I said, this will be a great regular season team. I wonder how that will translate. Does everyone feel okay with the amount of touches they're going to get with the ball?
Facts.
That's a lot of players on one team.
Facts.
76ers adding Paul George to the mix after a failed experiment with the Clippers. I don't mind this trade as the 76ers needed more defense on the wing. They also added big man Andre Drummond to the rotation. This will definitely help with them with the rebounding and the defense. I do like this. Now, again, this is not the splashy Paul George that we would have had 5 years ago, but he is still very consistent. He was one of the best three-point shooters.
Tobias Harris.
Correct. Correct. And as you can see, he went back to Detroit.
He's better than Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
76ers, we're usually pretty high on them. At least I am going into the season. I
love Philly teams. I love my Philly squad.
Now that what's his name? Harden's away from the team and all of that.
I can be a fan.
Like I actually like the Paul George addition with Maxey and
you like Nick Nurse coaching them?
I'm fine with it because
you don't love it.
I don't love it.
Okay. He's good enough.
Yeah, he's good enough with the talent that they have.
Chris Quinn would get them balling. Just saying. Okay,
right.
Just wanted to put that out there. Mad love to you.
My sneaky team in the East is Orlando.
They're still sneaky to you?
Because they added Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Dog.
Signed a 3-year deal to help a young Orlando team.
Dog.
Already known for the defensive side of the ball. KCP gives them that other, that is
just a dog.
Ooh, so Orlando.
Will he start?
Yeah.
Okay, dog.
Yeah,
dog.
That is.
Length.
Yeah, Orlando's actually scares me.
They were fired last year.
Correct.
Yeah.
They scare me. They're close to scaring me more than any of the other teams as a Pacers fan because I still think they fly under the radar.
Paolo take a step forward this year?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be he's on his Ant-Man shit.
Correct.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
West, Dallas. Get some help on the wing with addition of Klay Thompson. Klay is ready to prove that he still has a little in the tank with 2 All-Stars already there. The pressure should be off for him and can just be in the corner, shoot some threes. I really want that to work out for Klay. I think it'll be fine.
It is the best possible place for him to go.
Hands down.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ain't nobody gonna be looking at Klay.
Nope. You are the 4th option over here, dog. For sure.
Hey, oh shit, Klay's on the team. He'll hit a few threes. Oh damn,
fuck around in the Western Conference Finals and give you 18, 6 3-pointers. Fuck this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Golden State Warriors. They lost Klay Thompson. They gained Buddy Hield. So, a tremendous shooter. Buddy Hield, again, last year was probably one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, statistic-wise. Now, he's a defensive liability.
A liability.
Correct. And I ain't lying.
No, you are not.
I imagine that he would come off the bench, probably. But that would be the best fit for him in that situation because at that point, you're like, I just need you to go score. I am not worried about the defensive side of the ball too much. We'll put some people around you to hopefully cover you up. But remember last year, while on the 76ers, he sat for a long time, and then it's we forgot we have this guy, and then he went on a run after not playing for 20 games.
He balled. He did.
So he'll have something to prove, and this will probably be his best chance at even trying to be close to a championship. But
is he close to his final shot? Is he close? Is he close to his last run?
What? He's 36.
34, 35?
34, 35, somewhere in there. Yeah, Oklahoma, he came out in 2010.
So he's 14, 15 in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Is that right? 2010-ish, somewhere in there?
I don't know, bro. I'm after COVID, I don't know what is what no more.
Buddy Hield.
I don't know what year, what.
He's Oklahoma, right?
LeBron is 03.
He's 31. He's younger than I thought. Jesus Christ. No, so this is not his last chance.
For like 9 years.
Like, this is not his last chance.
Not at all.
He's fine.
Not at all.
I have the Kings on here. DeMar DeRozan actually got added to the Kings on a 3-year deal.
Yes,
I actually really like that. I love that leadership going to the Kings.
They have on the West Coast for him, where he's from.
Yeah. I think that'll be really fun. Mid-range game. You already have what's the Twins with the Iowa. That's the one that's actually really good.
Yep. Number 24. Yep.
I think he takes another jump this year.
Murray.
Thank you. He takes another in his 3rd year, takes another step. You have that. Of course, you still have old.
You got De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, Sabonis. I mean, like,
who's their center?
Sabonis.
So who's their 4?
Don't know.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. Spurs. I kind of had this.
Really?
Again, teams to watch.
Oh, that's what this is? Teams to watch. Okay, keep an eye on.
Keep an eye on.
You got to know the category. You got to go to the category we're talking about. Because these niggas won like 8 games last year. I'm like, wait a second. Okay.
Keep an eye on.
Okay, keep an eye on.
This is more so of a question.
That's fair.
Chris Paul heads to yet another team to try and help a young star. Is the additional Chris Paul this late in his career even a big deal?
No.
There you go. Now, here's the thing.
He's in San Antonio. Of course not.
Here's the thing.
They won 8 games last year.
Sadly, we're going to get force-fed that duo because of his name. Okay. Well, and because it's Wembanyama and he's who he is.
For sure.
But like
Victor Wembanyama, he don't need Chris Paul.
He doesn't.
He doesn't need Chris Paul.
So like when I was watching Media Day,
he's going to take the ball. Chris Paul's going to take the ball from him. Actually,
Correct.
Just get out of my way, bro.
Yeah.
You're half my size, and
so I'll be looking forward to that divorce when that happens.
For sure.
Pop and Chris actually did not like each other for the longest time either. So it's like like it was very strange.
This is going to be a disaster.
Correct.
What is Chris Paul's legacy gonna be when he's over and done? Because after like
Charlotte Hornets.
Okay. Clippers.
Yeah, I mean Lob City was his last.
So New Orleans and Clippers.
New Orleans and
then everything else is kind of just
whatever.
Yeah,
because the Rockets failed, hamstrings. I mean, really injuries hurt them there.
So basically, Hornets, Clippers, and injuries.
Correct.
All right.
Oh my,
that's fair. That's fair.
Way too early award picks, right? If you need names, that's why I put it there.
I appreciate you.
That's why I
get. Nothing going on.
I have my early MVP.
This is so silly.
I'm gonna go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as my early MVP vote. I like the addition of Hartenstein and Alex Caruso to the fold. OKC is going to be a challenging team to face, and Shai's still going to do his thing and even have more, hey, keep eyes over there type of thing.
I'm going to go Ant-Man.
I like that.
Cat is not on the squad no more. Yeah. She doesn't have to share as much. Michael Conley.
Well, Julius Randle fucked that up.
Nah.
He's a ball hog.
Yeah.
he's a ball hog. Well, those two together... Like, those are two big personalities.
Like Julius Randle.
I don't like Julius Randle at all.
I don't like Julius Randle. I don't know that I like him anywhere.
I was going to put that in the thing to keep an eye on, too, and I kind of forgot about it. But, like DiVincenzo over there, great. But I don't like Julius Randle to play with Ant-Man.
He'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
He'll fuck it up. Yeah. He'll figure out how to fuck it up.
Like, Ant will probably have him get injured just so he stays out of the way.
I'm going with Ant-Man as the MVP.
All right, Rookie of the Year. Again, this is going to be hard for us to read, or me to read. As much as I have shit on this man, we have shit on this man, I'm going to go with Zach Edey as the Rookie of the Year this year. They announced that he is going to start, and I am actually, to me, watching him preseason so far, off-season, summer league, he has stuff to his game that he either didn't have to do early in his career, and he always had it, or he did really well to work on it. 3-point game, looks great.
He didn't develop all of that in 3 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, like, that just tells you, like, Purdue, like, we don't need you to do all that. I just need you to do this. Like,
okay.
He was a hidden talent.
If Zach Edey has game and comes out this season and shows that he has game, I will not recant what I've said, because all that I've said was based on what I've seen.
True, right.
I based it on what I watched with my own 2 eyes. You have one move.
He was in a 3-point shooting contest during their fan jam like the Pacers do.
Word.
And won and was going against who was it on Memphis? Their best Bane. Destroyed Bane.
I believe it.
Like, and I'm just kind of like, why wouldn't you let him do this?
I concur. So if you can ball, I mean, great. And I look forward to seeing you ball out this year.
Yeah.
Who else is another rookie who would get that, though? I don't even know who
the names, honestly, like I was kind of like.
saying? Like, is it like by default to some capacity we're giving it?
No, because you had Rockets rookie Shepard. What was he, Duke? Did he play at Duke, I think?
I don't even know what's opening. The wrong thing. I don't even think the right thing opened up, but
probably not.
Okay, it's all good. So by default.
Oh, you have to sign in.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so we're going with Zach Edey. All right, I'm in. I buy that.
Yeah, when I look at the name, I kind of go. Zach Edey to me fell further than I thought he would fall. He's on Memphis. Great culture. They named him starter already. I think he's just gonna be that for rookies. I think he's gonna be the rookie of the year.
I love it. All right, I'm with that. Most improved player.
I'm gonna go with Alex Caruso.
Wow.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Kobe White. I have Alex Caruso. I read the wrong thing. I'm gonna go with Kobe White on Chicago Bulls.
It's his squad.
Now that Alex and DeMar are gone, and he already was playing very, very well.
Very well.
Now it's like, we need you.
Is he a UNC dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think now it's Kobe's like score. I mean, like Lonzo's coming back. You know.
Is he? Has that been announced?
Yeah,
he's healthy.
Yeah, he's healthy. Lonzo's
after
back.
the 7 years. He's healthy.
Yeah, he is fine. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Healthy. Yeah, Lonzo will be back. What's his name? That's Levine's back. Kobe to me is not only the defensive side, but he is a hell of a scorer. I actually think him as the MIP now that Caruso and DeRozan are like out of the way for him.
That's what's up. Just play ball, bro.
Just play ball.
Championship pick. Wow. He said, I think this stays in the East and the 76ers find a way to put it all together this year. It's either them or Boston, man.
Yeah.
It's either them or Boston.
Yeah, I don't see it going back to the West again. After watching the Nuggets, KCP was a big loss for them.
They lost a lot. When they gave up him and, was it the tall curly hair homie?
Yeah,
light-skinned curly hair homie?
Yeah.
When they gave those two up, it shifted everything.
That was a big deal.
For sure. And Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot you're giving up.
That's big for them. So to
For
lose
sure.
KCP, you never brought. I thought they were going to retrade for Bruce Brown out of Toronto to get him back out of Toronto, and you didn't. I'm like, I don't think the Nuggets are it.
I don't think they have enough. And I don't watch out for Dallas.
Watch out for Dallas.
Watch out for Dallas out of the West.
Watch out for OKC, man. Don't sleep on them. To me, they're like the better Orlando, like the more ahead Orlando as far as young. They're going to be hard for these older teams.
Still got to get over these. You still got to wait. You know, there's no skipping steps.
Correct.
There's no skipping steps here. Top of the key.
NFL.
Oh Jesus.
You want to talk about standings real quick?
Let's talk about the standings quick because let's talk about the standings right quick. This is.
It's tough.
Poor. It's so
tough.
bad. There are 4 conferences where the division leader has 3 wins.
Yeah.
That's half the conferences.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
AFC, you got Buffalo at 3-2. That's not exciting.
Nope. AFC North
3-2.
Not
Pittsburgh's
exciting.
also 3-2 in that division.
Not great.
AFC South, we know what that's like. 4-1 Houston, good for Houston. We said that it's their division
For the next half a decade.
Correct.
Kansas City,
City's 5-0.
It's a really bad division.
The refs love them.
Thank you.
Sure.
Washington.
Good. We talked about them already. Cowboys are 3-2. Phillies 2-2.
That's so bad.
Suck.
So bad.
Minnesota
They miss
Vikings.
Jason Kelce.
They miss Jason Kelce a lot.
For sure.
Minnesota Vikings 5-0.
Surprise team in the NFL.
I love that.
Surprise team in the NFL.
Detroit's 3-1.
And big ups to Brian Flores too over the defensive coaching his ass off.
Yes.
Fuck you, Miami.
Atlanta Falcons
Or Tampa
3-2.
Bay. Where was he?
Tampa Bay.
Fuck you, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Tampa Bay and Atlanta both 3-2 at NFC South.
Ick.
NFC West 3-2.
San Francisco 2-3.
Correct.
Injuries everywhere. Injuries everywhere.
There's like 3 teams that are good this year.
There's 30 fucking NFL teams.
As we kind of been mentioning,
we literally left this whole entire section open so we could just have a flat out open discussion, y'all. So like there's not a lot of details going on here. We're about to we just want to just talk it out.
Product. Like I don't know that I've ever been, and I am a glass half full person. I think we all know that. If you've watched that show, I'm a very much like, hey guys, this is what it is.
You are
like
Mr. Optimistic.
I'm an optimistic person.
You are.
This is the worst start to a season when it comes to the product and the team and play on the field that I've been a part of ever.
I do not disagree one bit.
Yeah,
it's atrocious.
It's bad.
It's boring.
And again, I know a lot of that. And again, I'm including when I say like, how are we having this many injuries of top stars, which then puts obviously players that aren't ready to be out there yet, which then makes the product worse. I know that there's a transitive property there.
Bars.
But
that was beautiful.
But
that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
But at the same time, why are there so many? I have so many questions that I know will just be left unanswered.
You know what the crazy thing for me is? Even if there weren't this many injuries, I'd still be bored.
Yeah.
So, just because George Kittle's not playing is not why I'm not into football. I'm just not into the product of the NFL. And for me, it's not just this season. Even last season, I was having these thoughts, sometimes going to Colts games or sometimes watching the 425 games or the Thursday night games were all so fucking bad last year. I don't know what is going on the last 2 to 4 years, bro, but
are we oversaturated now that we have so much football?
Wow.
Because we have remember back in the day, we didn't have Thursday night games until the last
Saturday,
part of the
Sunday,
season.
Monday. College on Saturday.
Correct.
NFL on
We didn't have Thursday night games until 4 weeks left to go in the season.
Yeah.
To just help with scheduling.
Yeah.
So now, every week we get a Thursday, and then we have those random why do we have 2 Monday night games?
Thank you.
So are we oversaturated with maybe this has been going on, but because we didn't have as much access, we didn't see it?
That could play a role in it. But I also have to say bad football is being played.
Yeah.
And when bad football is being played, it makes it tough to watch, which is why we don't watch the XFL, which is why we didn't watch the CFL, which is why we didn't watch indoor football very much.
Oh, and here it's coming. Disney's announced that they're trying to come out with some other GMs to create another football league that'll be Disney-owned.
What?
Not a lie. That came up on my feed earlier this week.
What?
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about? See, this is what the fuck we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Is this just too? Is it too much money? I think I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with contracts. I'm annoyed that Deshaun Watson makes his fucking money and goes and sucks it up. I'm annoyed. I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, I'm
too
annoyed
much money
at
being given.
The prima donna, the over celebrations, and getting flagged for stupid shit.
I'm sick of Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
I'm still over that.
It's
fool.
a circus.
It's an absolute
circus.
Yeah, that they can't gamble, but it's bet here, constantly betting at you, just throwing shit at you all the time. I'm genuinely low-key over the National Football League right now. And that's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk about Jets real quick.
Do you agree?
No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
That's why I left it blank. I had nothing that I even wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Really. I'll say this couple things. Jets, Robert Saleh fired. Should he have been fired? No. No. Game 4?
You say no. Game 5.
Game 5?
You say no. 2 and 3. And I say yes because I don't think that Robert Saleh necessarily got fired for them being 2 and 3 right now. I think Robert Saleh got fired because he's a great defensive coordinator. I don't know that he is a great leader of men in a locker room setting. And I think...
Are you buying into the whole he wore the Armenian patch and he got fired because of his political beliefs?
No, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't. That's not that wasn't my reasoning for, you know what I mean? Right. I didn't know that. Could that have something to do with it? Maybe, I don't know, but you gotta look it's a win now. If it was anybody else who was 20 and 36 and 2 and 3 and had what people consider a perennial quarterback who's really broke down and has no Achilles and is old as fuck and is not the same person that he once was, let's just recognize that, then they would fire him. So I understand, like, no, he shouldn't get fired, but it's a win now league. The NFL fucking sucks. Fire him, next man up, for sure. Should Frank Reich have gotten fired from the Colts? What's the difference between him and Robert Saleh?
What did Frank bring?
What did Robert bring?
Defense. They had the top-ranked defense for the last 4 years. Top 5.
Okay. I mean, okay.
We didn't have that with Frank.
Okay. So what is your reason for him saying he shouldn't have gotten fired?
What's the firing going to do? The season's already done. At that point, let him finish the season, see what can happen.
Yeah, there's just no way they're doing that. There's just I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, at that point, like,
we're both right. We're literally
like,
both right, because I understand your point, but there's no way a rich owner is going to do that.
Would I take him as my defensive coordinator? Yes.
Yeah, fire Gus Bradley right now. We'll talk about that in a second. Fuck out of here with that. Yes.
Browns, I'm just going to say, like, you guys suck. This is probably the worst situation of any team that I've ever seen on the field.
Don't hire rapists.
Paid a quarterback,
a rapist
that walks off the field
and rapes women.
And like, it's ridiculous to me.
He walked off the field. On fourth down, they were going to go for it.
Correct.
Yeah, he ain't got no heart.
They settled yet another case, didn't disclose anything, and yet he's still out here playing when people are like getting like weed charges and shit, or gambling and being suspended for years, and yet he's out here fucking showing us dick to everybody and just settling cases behind the scenes. 24 women at this point.
That's 24.
Correct. Like, I've never seen this before. They're with basically, if they were to cut him, he'd have $170
million,
$171 million dead cap space for the next year if they were to just drop him. And at that point, it might still be a good decision.
Yeah, I mean, he should get fired more than Robert Saleh did.
Correct. Correct.
Talk about losing your jobs.
Yeah, so
for sure.
Browns front office, owners, y'all are stupid. Like, I've never seen something on paper when you look at the talent on that team going, wow, they've got some people over there. That just tells you how bad.
And they can't pass the mic to James.
They can't.
They can't.
They literally can't afford it.
They literally can't.
Yeah. Like, Steelers are similar. That Russ, luckily he's on the last year of his deal?
1 year.
1 year left. So, like, you have that. We're not on the last deal of Deshaun Watson.
He got a lot of years.
He's got a lot of years
left.
left.
4 more of them.
Yeah, so, bad. MLS, playoff preview. We're coming up. October 26th is the first weekend for playoffs.
Go Phillies.
Go Phillies.
I was being funny.
I was like, what? I was like, you had me questioning. I pulled it up. I was like, is there a Phillies team? I thought I knew more about soccer.
No, the Phillies are officially out of it. See you again next year.
Does Philadelphia have a team? Philadelphia
Union? They have a team.
They're in ninth. Sure. They're not going to make it.
They're not going to make it, no.
Top heavy, of course, Stars. Inter Miami had the best season of anybody right now. Because you have Lionel Messi on there. They'll end up taking the Supporters Cup, which I was about to talk about, but I'll talk about it while talking about this and just do one long section.
There you go.
Supporters Shield, so best record, best goal differential. They clinched that, beating Crew last Wednesday in Columbus. Wish I would have been able to go to that game to see Messi, but those tickets were fucking expensive.
Were they crazy?
Oh my God. Columbus Crew's in second position right now, which is great. We would then play, I think, Red Bulls, I think is how that would work. So we play New York Red Bulls. If they were to go, we have 2 more games left. I think we actually play Philadelphia Saturday.
Got to get that one.
Got to get that one. Got to go ahead and win. So we've had, I think, 17 wins. I'm going to pull this out of my ass. 17 wins.
Way too many ties. We've had way too many ties.
Way too many ties. That's the thing. Our ties are crazy this year. But Cucho, I'll just kind of go awards. I know he's up for Player of the Year. Rudy, our defensive player, Rudy, blah, 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 whatever his name is. I'm going to say Camacho. That's not his last name, but...
Rudy Camacho.
Good
for you, Rudy Camacho.
Defensive player, you're on the list for the finest of the awards on that one. Yeah, go Crew.
You won it last year. Let's see what you guys can do.
See if you can repeat.
For sure.
Anything else I want to know about that?
You talk about your sport. You did the supporter shield.
I just did everything.
All right. Well, corner shot.
This is always fun for me.
This is stupid.
Athletes in action. Athletes, actors, and atrocities.
We can't keep calling this the Haliburton and talking all this shit about these people. I had to take that out of there.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Colby Young, Georgia wide receiver, been arrested for battery and assault on an unborn child. Being held on $2,500 bond for the assault charges. Nothing else has been talked about. I don't know what's going on over in Georgia.
Bro. Kirby. Kirby.
They asked, of course, Kirby started the last press conference and just said, there's nothing I can say about this because it's an ongoing investigation.
Kirby.
But obviously, you can put the puzzle pieces together when it says assault on an unborn child.
He beat up a pregnant person.
Correct. Chris Bryant. This is more so you got to do better in the position that you are. Michigan football's director of high school relations was caught on video going over to the Washington fan on the sidelines during the game after they were getting smoked by Washington and telling him to shut the fuck up before you get fucked up. Can't let your messenger get the best of you, big dog.
Speaking of smoked.
Like, you're about to lose your job.
You about to lose your job, cuz. You can't be going to high schools when you just told a little white boy in college, you was going to fuck him up, cuz.
Like,
that's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look.
Like,
that's not a suspension.
You can't have a title of director of anything.
Especially high school students, nigga. Y'all here beating up 19-year-olds. What's wrong with you, bro?
Come on, man. Jabril Peppers. Arrested Saturday and faces charges including strangulation and drug possession. Peppers and his legal team have since come out and said that the victim became enraged when he refused to have unprotected sex with her. Claims the victim was erratic and refused to leave the home due to her being intoxicated. She fell on the stairs and later made false claims in an attempt to destroy his career. They say they have video evidence of so.
I want to see it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I want to see it because I kind of believe him.
Right.
Like, I kind of low key.
Like, the way that the report came out, I'm like, at first I was like, not Jabril, because he's a Michigan guy. I was like, not Jabril. And then I was like, okay. The way he said it, like, sure. You have something on video.
I kind of believe you.
Now, there's like also like coke charges. Like,
yeah, you did that.
That part's, I'll say fine.
Like cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that.
Like, definitely did that.
You did that.
But
you sniffed all them lines.
Thank God you started recording.
For sure. You did all that.
Yeah.
You sniffed that booger sugar for sure.
And just this little excerpt, Stephon Diggs allegedly had an affair with world famous Cardi B while she was 8 months pregnant. Digging. Digging
deep. Touching baby heads. Is that abuse of an unborn child?
Hey, man.
We're going to take a break.
Hey, man.
We'll be back with the 317 Sports Project after these.
The baby can't even speak English now.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project, presented by our other
sponsor.
Thank you. Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment shoe cleaning service. We clean kicks, we paint kicks, we do ISO restoration and a bunch of other services. The Shoebox, which is Clean Kicks on Wheels, is officially in the streets, meaning that we offer pickup and drop off, along with the ability to pull up to an event and be the life of the party. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneakerheads. Do yourselves a favor and give us a follow over on Instagram at cleankicks.614. Fo. Naptown News, man. Our next segment. Indianapolis Colts, bro.
What you got, man?
How the fuck we feel about them? How you feel about them? Before we even start, like, how you feel about them? Where you at? We had a little chat offline.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not great.
It's part of that bad product, I'll tell you.
It is not great.
It's not great. And again, we have so many fucking injuries. Shout out to Joe Flacco.
Yep, we're going to dig into all of that right now.
Shout out to Joe.
You're right. Is it the coaching? Is it the offensive play calling? I haven't had too many issues with it.
Offense is fine.
I don't think Steichen is doing too bad. Him and Jim Bob Cooter. Is the defensive scheme? How you feel about Gus Bradley right now? You mentioned that he doesn't have much to work with, but
if you have to be able to
adjust
to what talent you have on the field.
As you got one job, Gus Bradley.
Like at that point, like, hey, maybe these guys won't get this complex. Let me dumb this down. Let me dumb this down a little bit. Hey, we're going back to basics.
For sure.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't give up 500 yards to Jacksonville.
Correct. Yeah. So I think I have my biggest beef is with our defense because we don't have the ability to outscore everybody yet. We just don't have that. You can't let Joe Flacco score 50 or pass 50 times to try to keep up with the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars.
Who hadn't won a game and looked like they were about to go 0-17 until they just busted out for 500 yards.
We don't want to be the team that people are excited to play.
Thank you. We're going to get our offensive shit together against these assholes. And then we segue talking about the injuries. Go ahead and click on that link. Pittman's out, Jay Downs is out, Trey Sermon's out, Anthony Richardson's out, Jonathan Taylor's out, Kwity Paye is out, Kenny Moore is out, Juju's out, Tyquan's out, DeForest is out. I mean, fuck, bro.
And you said Pittman.
I did.
So they just placed Pittman on IR, so he'll be out 4 games. So that's not updated yet.
They placed him on IR.
Yeah, they're about to place him on IR.
Oh, wow.
He'll be out 4 games.
So Alec Pierce, Josh Downs,
and
AD Mitchell.
And then Doolin will be the 4th.
And Joe Flacco.
That
does not excite me.
Nope.
No Jonathan Taylor. No Trey Sermon. That also does not excite that does not excite me for these season tickets. I can't even front. You know what I mean? What besides the injuries, and we had this talk, is there a player we're missing? Is it just the fire? Is it the attitude? Who's our culture creator? Like, what the fuck is it?
Like I said, I don't think I'm going to go pure offensive side of the ball. I don't think that there's much issue there when it comes to culture. I think that's fine. I think everyone likes each other. I think everyone plays for each other. You don't accidentally score 35 points, whether you're playing a bad team or not. Like that. Okay. When you do that, like you're playing well. Like you're playing well, and you're playing well with not who you normally would have on the field. Like that's fine. Like I'm not worried about the offensive as much. More so now with Will Fries then going out injuring, we have a rookie that's starting on the guard side now. That
fucked up.
Like he got bad
hurt.
Yeah,
like, they wouldn't even show it again.
Nope. You got Card out and he's sitting there waving his arms, cheering. Like you can cry, man. It's okay. It's all right.
Sure.
Like, I know you want to cry.
This sucks bad. I know it.
I know you want to like do something. Like exalt away, my friend.
They still killed that nigga Braveheart for that too.
Absolutely.
By the way, as what you know, you got decapitated.
But yeah, so I'm not as concerned about the offensive product. I'm not. I am so concerned, which I think even this is an I told you so moment for all Colts fandom going into the season going, the defense scares me.
Thank you.
The defense scares me.
Thank you. We've been saying
Coach
this.
Bradley or not, whatever his name is, if you don't have talent to put out there, and again, even with the injuries,
go get a DB. Go get it. Fucking.
You did nothing. Like again, you started out. Defensive line was playing great. The linebackers sucked. First game of the season. Don't know where Zaire Franklin was. Don't know where EJ Speed was. We had no idea what was going on there. Our safeties. Nick Cross is having a hell of a year.
Yes,
Give it out to Nick Cross.
Yes,
you are leading the league in tackles right now. At least you were previous to the.
Which is still you shouldn't be leading the league in tackles as a safety. I just want to say that.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's my point. Like, why are you a leading tackler?
It's not your job.
Zaire, bro, come on. Like you should not be the one taking over.
For sure.
So, again, it's like, what is Gus Bradley able to rally his guys, and do they buy into his system and what they're doing? I think the team and the culture's fine. I think Gus Bradley is our wrench right now and our spokes almost trying to fuck it up.
Wow. Would you fire him?
I'm at the point where I think Gus needs to go. You can't allow that many yards passing. And at that point, I'm gonna go. I know, like he didn't ask for
Trevor
this
Lawrence
talent.
looked dead until Sunday.
Like he didn't ask for the talent on the field. So I'm now looking at our lovely GM, who I've been fine with, Ballard. Like you are such a die on the hill type person. And yes, you've done some great trades here and there. You've done some sneaky draft picks.
I think Latu will be nice.
Latu will be great.
I think Latu will be nice.
I don't understand why you refuse to
Free
get
agency.
a fucking CB.
Steph Gilmore just had an interception to finish the game the other day. I'm just saying, bring that nigga on back home.
And he went to fucking the Titans.
He went to Minnesota.
I'm sorry. He went to Minnesota. And like, he chose that, not even knowing that they were going to be good.
Thank you.
He didn't go there to go like,
Flores
we going to win
there,
this championship.
sure.
He was like, let me go get this money real quick.
Sure. Oh, shit. We kind of nice.
I'm glad I came here.
For sure.
So, like, yeah, I think Gus and Ballard are our two biggest things where I'm like, at this point,
Are they playing point the finger at each other, too, a little bit?
Absolutely. It's the Spider-Man meme. Like, it's you. Yeah, it's bad.
Next, where are we going? We're going season update. 2-3, 0-2 in the conference. Lost to Jacksonville again. I don't know how that's possible. 10 years straight on the road there, I think is what that run is now. Mm-hmm. Joe Flacco busted for 359 yards and 3 touchdowns. You got to win that.
You have to win it.
Your quarterback has 350 yards and 3 touchdowns.
You have to win that.
You got to win that game. Defense gave up 497 total yards. Fuzz the what? Next 5 games, we have the Titans, the Dolphins, the Texans, the Vikings, and the Bills. How many do we win?
Shit. But I mean, before we saw what this is, I'd go, you'd probably win 3 out of those 5. Now,
1 and 4?
Yeah. You know, Texans are too damn good right now. Vikings are very hot. Bills are looking for something to prove because they've started out a little slow at 3-2.
Thank you.
Titans and Dolphins are your 2 winnable but ones because they don't know what they're doing right now. But now you go against the Titans, which always the QB is going to come in and play because we didn't choose him in the draft. So Will Levis is a scary thing to me.
Thank you.
You might just win against the Dolphins.
And
and that's a might.
You might win against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So you got to go 3-2 if you're trying to even like save the season. I look at our record now and see, I look at our record and I see that we're 2-3, but like we were just talking about earlier, 4 out of the 8 conference, the leader is 3-2.
Yeah, like there's
NFL
time.
Is shit, bro.
That's the thing. Like there is time for every team to turn it around right now, so it's got to be this.
Ugly out
but
here.
But like we have too many injuries to me to like even think about trying to do that.
No.
Like,
I was making that point just to say that like we're 2-3 and there's 4 teams that have 1 more win and are leading their conference. Like the NFL as a whole is just that shitty to me right now, bro. How many years are we away from an AFC South championship?
3 to 5.
3 to 5. I couldn't disagree more. I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Indiana Pacers preseason game 1 versus Atlanta. We lost 130-131, but don't let that even bother any of y'all. We started out our starting 5 was balling. We went out, it was 22-5 before we took a blink, and our head coach was like, "All right, I'm good. You just fought." You did. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your face.
Bad. That's my bad. Look, I had all kinds of pressure in my stomach.
Come on, man.
Yeah, like I had to.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
He just farted, like, kind of like looked away. I'm like, wait a second. I know that look. I know you since you were little. I know that look.
Yeah.
Look at me. What the fuck you just do over there, bro?
Yeah, that's my bad.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So they got out to a 22-5 lead. Clearly, they had their big dogs on a 15, 16-minute restriction. They weren't taking it too serious. Just kind of wanted to see what they had. But I think they were moving that ball very well. I think the defense looked good through the first quarter and a half, and they were really
especially in that starting 5.
For sure.
That starting 5.
They clearly have been working together
Correct.
in the offseason. Yeah. Stat line, we won't get too deep into it, but Pascal had 15 in 16 minutes. Ty had 8 and 4 in 16 minutes. TJ had 10 and 12. Ben Math had 8 points. But this right here,
Quentin Jackson, bro.
You
see his ups?
He had 13, 4 and 4 and can jump out of the gym.
Yeah, I saw Pascal go out and like step on the floor, like where he just jumped. He was like, "Is there a trampoline under there?"
Yeah, QJ. I don't know what his role could possibly be, or if he was going to get any tick,
sadly,
or what they'll do with him.
Because
but
we have so many other players
yeah.
that need to get tick. He's not going to, unless there's an injury or
we keep some dogs that get no tick on our team, dog.
A lot.
We keep some dogs.
I mean, Carlisle said it. He goes, in a perfect world, we have 12 guys that could probably play. He goes, that's just not going to happen. That's just not how basketball works.
We still got IJack.
Yeah,
we see.
And now Wiseman, to me, is like, I'd rather him play than IJack solely because of how big he is.
Yeah. It's a horrible free throw shooter.
And he was a freaking second pick of the draft.
Horrible free throw shooter.
Yeah, it's not good.
He's got to get that together.
Yeah.
So that's all we got for Naptown news, man. You got anything else you want to discuss before we move on?
Congrats to Ty on his Puma deal.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's one of the biggest deals that they've had, so he's going to be the face of Puma now.
That's absolutely true.
The commercial was great with his dad saying "Made you look." If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It is amazing. So congrats to Ty. Love seeing that. That just kind of just gives us as Pacers family more viewership, more eyes we get on us is great. I love that Ty is looked at that high of a standard where, it's not Nike, but hey, it's somebody like, we need somebody to kind of take us to the next level, and Puma's trying to come up, and their shoes are fucking comfortable. I don't know if you put
Steph
on Puma's.
Under Armour.
Correct. That's exactly what it was like. It's like, really? He chose Under Armour?
He could have got a Nike deal. He just didn't want that. It's Steph Under Armour.
Puma's stuff is up
Puma's
and coming.
Stuff is fire, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. The fine print. The WNBA finals are set. The New York Liberty versus the Minnesota Lynx starts tomorrow, I believe, right? Starts tomorrow. The Liberty took care of Las Vegas Aces. They needed a break, man. They got to be tired. Back-to-back titles. 4 players in the Olympics. Chelsea Gray was injured most of the season. Like, they need a break. They need a little bit of time off. Minnesota knocked out Connecticut in 5. Connecticut remains a piece or two away. They just cannot get over the hump. They have been to the finals or the semifinals every year since 2019, and they just can't quite get over that hump. Who you got, bro?
I think it's Liberty's year.
It's got to be.
I think it's their chance.
It's got to be.
Because Aces won't have a down year. Like, they started out slow.
Because Chelsea Gray was hurt.
Correct.
For sure.
So, like, they were trying to come back, and they almost did. Obviously, like, they played well. But I think this is their chance to kind of do it, because you have some up-and-coming teams that aren't going to just be, like...
pushovers.
Yeah. No.
You're right. And Stewie's, 36, 37? So, I agree. I think it'll go 5 games. I think the Liberty will come home for game 5, and... Carmelo and Teresa Weatherspoon and all everybody will be in there. It'll be teed the fuck up. Quite truthfully,
heartbroken by the Knicks for so long.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. It'll be super loud in there. And I can't lie, man. When Caitlin and the Fever aren't playing, I'm not as excited about the WNBA. I want to be, but I'm just not. But I do love me some Sabrina Ionescu's sexy ass, and Stewie can flat out hoop, and I've liked her for a long time. So, big ups to you. Go Liberty. Minnesota did beat the Liberty 2 out of 3 during the regular season, though. So they ain't no punks. They are not no punks. And we just gotta laugh about this, man. This is just I had to have a second part in the segment. I just figured this was so funny. Diddy's appeal. This fool has his 3rd appeal to get out of prison. He has a $50 million bail offered, which means $5 million up front. He and his lawyers, they filed that another appeal as they await trial and convictions. He promises that he will keep working to sell his private plane. He promised that he will have no female visitors while he awaits a trial, which doesn't mean nothing, nigga, because you like dudes too. So don't even try to act like that's a thing. He promised that he will have no contact with grand jury witnesses. Like, duh, nigga. Like, why? Like, of course you will.
Like, that makes me think like you will, because why'd you even bring that up?
That's exactly.
Like, why?
You clearly are thinking about, like.
Why'd you even bring that up? Like, obviously, we weren't even thinking about that. So why'd you say it?
Exactly.
Hey, I won't threaten any of the witnesses.
You know what I'm saying?
I will not call my people
I won't
to have
blow
them
up
taken
any
out.
cars. Like, what are you fucking talking about? He will succumb to random drug tests. Like, of course. Should they let him out?
No.
No.
No. No.
No, Diddy.
No. I thought the funniest part was when his lawyer came out and said all of the baby oil was just a bulk from Costco. And then Costco tweeted the next day and said, we don't even sell it. Like, don't bring us into this, Diddy.
Yeah, niggas at Costco was like, nah, Diddy, we don't want no affiliation with you, cuz.
And then Sam's Club's like, we don't either. We don't either. Don't bring us. Don't be like, oh, wait, I'm at Sam's Club. Not us. Neither one of us.
That's the first time they reposted Costco and
the owners were shaking hands and going, no Diddy.
On that note right there, y'all, again, no Diddy. That's the show, man. They gotta keep that nigga in there.
I think I got another t-shirt idea.
Ooh.
Of two dudes shaking hands, one with a Sam's Club shirt, one with the thing, and it just says no Diddy on it, just like this. I think that would be the greatest shirt ever. Well,
317 Sports Project with Pen and Pops.
There we go.
I have no idea how we keep doing this, y'all. If you tried to tell us to get this show on yesterday, I would have been dead in the water,
I forgot
exhausted.
To tell you. I got jury duty.
Shut up.
Yeah.
When's that coming?
I have to go.
You can't run from that. They'll take you to jail, bro. You can't. You got to do that.
I have to call in on the 26th to see if I'm like chosen to go in on the 31st to actually get interviewed to see if they want me. But the trial starts November 5th. And
you know what it is?
2-week trial. There's a lot of questions about like sexual assault, and of course they put like in the thing like this doesn't mean this. That's what the case is. I'm like, then why are you? Again, it's like, why would you bring it up? I'm just
why are you telling me? Why you telling
But if I get chosen, which it's me, they'll probably choose me. It would be November 5th for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you look like one of them niggas they would choose.
Yeah.
You would. They would not choose me. You are definitely one of them niggas that would get jury duty for sure. Your face is too cute. You know what I mean? Like you're just too biracial. Like you are
too friendly.
For sure.
Come on, guys, let's figure this out.
For sure. Man, good luck with that, bro. I'm interested to see how that goes later. 317 Sports Project with Pen and Pops, y'all. We appreciate you. See you in a couple weeks. Peace out. Peace.
Cause I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane, preteen, pimping all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping, dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen, that little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was
all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof dreams